Sharing details for an errand, a friendly fist bump, maybe a quick phone call or text message. These are some of the final interactions people have with their loved ones before they vanish. No clues, hardly any evidence, no information to solve the mysteries, just a vacuum of hurt and confusion. This is the reality for the loved ones of those who have disappeared. I am retired Colonel George Lovell, and this is Missing. Our first missing case for tonight dates back to 2019, when a loving son, brother, cousin, and friend disappeared. Devon Lopez resided in Belama with his mother and would spend time at his girlfriend's house frequently. It was unlike him to spend time anywhere else. And so, when the girlfriend could not account for him, his mother became worried immediately. We dug into the story, and this is what we learned.
He was last seen in the Belama area. We were told by family members that he had received a call and that he was to meet a friend. And that was the
While the news and the police commented on Devon as just another routine missing case, for the family, every single day since he was last seen has been filled with agony. His mother, Darlene, sat down with us for an exclusive interview and told us all about her dearly loved son and the last time she recalls seeing him.
My name is Darlene Whitfield, and I'm a mother of 8. I have 6 boys and 2 girls. Devon, he was a happy boy. He went to school right up here in Buttonwood Bay Primary School, and he was living with me at the time in Belama, between me and his girlfriend's house. And the last time I saw him was a Sunday. This last time I saw him was a Sunday. He was sitting on a car in front of my yard. I peep out because at the same time the police they may pass through just to make the patrol, and they stop and ask him basic questions, you know, and ask him for a search. And he come out. I peep out and I see that immediately, and the police in search, and they take a picture and they gone. The Monday when I left for Ghana work, I never see him. So I said, well, he must have at his girlfriend's house. That is 2nd of December. When so I said, well, maybe he dead at the girlfriend because I don't see him Monday. I said, well, that day, because usually if they're on my house, they're by her house, right? And the Friday evening when I come from work, I get home, and like after 5 or so in the evening, in the late evening, she come to me. But I don't know the young lady like that. He just get with this young lady, and she come to me, and as for me, Devon Ma. So I come out of my house, and then she said, I can't check see if Devon the home is, cause I don't hear from Monday. I don't hear from Monday. So I tell she like this. I said, but how you know here from? He from Monday, and that your boyfriend. Where you say that your boyfriend? If you know here for 2 days or so, you should have done go check for him. Like that I uttered to she. He said, well, I just take tell you so because she going to make a report. She will see if they did a station or so. So I tell her, left it, I going. I the mother, I going. So I gone to the police station in Belama and make a formal report about it. The police they do the investigation, and that's about it.
Like with most other missing person cases, Darlene and her family organized their own search party and combed through the Belize district, powered by the hope that they could find him safe, or find his body, and get closure.
Well, me and my family, my brother, I have my brother, and some of my family members, my sisters, some of my close friends, we gathered together from the very day I heard that he went missing. We look everywhere. I looked like 3 months non-stop. Just keep looking. We look in the Belize River because we get a call that they have buried about in the old river, and we went and look. We went to 8 miles. We went this whole road. Philip Golson. We went the whole road through Boom, come back through 8 miles and come this way. We find nothing.
Darlene and her family would normally spend December preparing for a memorable Christmas. But that December, they were left piecing together clues to solve their son's disappearance. We asked her about potential factors that led to his disappearance.
Well, to be honest, Devon got caught up and he was trying to change his life. You know, he got caught up with different things, gang, you know, and I say what part of me try to change as a mother. I say because he was trying to change his life. And I don't know if his past caught up with him, I don't know. And that is what puzzled me today, because even if I don't get a body, at least I have a closure. If I get it, they don't have to come physically. They could just send a message. Whosoever did it could just send a message so that I could get it.
While the family has come to terms that their son is likely deceased, they are still in need of closure. The impact of his disappearance is a recurring heartbreak, affecting Darlene and all of her other children.
My last son, it affects him. My last son, which is 14 years old, it affects him a lot with school. And sometimes he tell me he dream about her. My 2 daughters, it affect them too, because they would tell me, well, Mommy, if they want me there, it may have the dance. Mommy, if they want me there, it may have the tease way, you know? Like that, it affect them. If his name come up in our house every day, it put a hole in my heart, a big hole. I don't know why they did it or who did it. I don't know, but like for me, I just have to pray. I pray because I have my next kids. I don't make them see me cry, but I do. I be strong for them. I do.
Just like in December 2019 when Devon went missing, and every year since, Darlene's Christmas and New Year wish is for anyone with information out there to come forward.
Anybody out there that knows anything about my son Devon's disappearance, could you please, you don't have to call me, you could just send me a note. You don't have to be on Facebook or anything, just a note with somebody, just so that I can get closure. I don't know why it happened or how it happened, but in my heart, I forgive you. I forgive anybody who or what they did to him. Anybody, please. Just say something.
Darlene cherishes the memory of her son, who was a great big brother, loyal friend, and a young man with a few mistakes that he was trying to rewrite. If you have any information that can help her family find closure, please find it in your heart to come forward. You can send her a tip by contacting any police station by calling either 911 or 922-TIPS. Your name will not be asked, and your tip will remain strictly confidential. We are going for a quick commercial break now, but stay tuned. When we return, we will hear the heartbreaking story of a family that has spent over a decade searching for their missing son. Be right back. Welcome back to Missing. This is a brand new television show dedicated to families with missing loved ones. We hope that by telling their stories, digging deeper into the lives of their loved ones, and reviewing the police's efforts, something can be unearthed or someone can come forward, so these hurting families can find the closure they deserve. Our second missing case for today is the story of another young man from Belize City, Joshua Roaches. Joshua was described as outgoing, friendly, and skilled with his hands. His mother and other family members have been deeply affected by his disappearance, which occurred over a decade ago. We spoke to Mr. Joseph Nunes, who told us about this case.
My name is Joseph Nunes. My mother have 7 away, but right now one of them missing. I have 5 brothers and 1 sister from my side, and 2 brothers and 1 sister from my past side. Joshua is my lead brother. Grew up, which he born in Curacao, like all the way, but he grew up in Belize City, gone to school here, and then I believe after they get carried away. Joshua got a school at Queen Jude Baptist. He graduated from there, and I know the man with the really thing on the side, because I'm like a handyman, like the man like a fix chair, paint, put up laybacks and everything. Because he never really want to go to high school, so they started a vocational, but they never really finished because of it. He get tangled up, like when we had mentioned, with the wrong crowd.
He began a set. He began a set and he studied there for only a year. He may graduate from there, he learned to do plumbing. Because as it is, he plumbed this whole house that we live in now.
Joseph has been particularly affected by his brother's disappearance. He said they had a close relationship. Joseph expressed serious concern when he learned about the company his brother was keeping. But by the time he found out about Joshua's friends, he was already missing.
Joshua was 17 years of age the day when he disappeared, or when he went missing, like how I say it. The Wednesday, February 20th, 2008. That's the night he went missing. To be exact, the night he went missing. I wasn't aware of it until the following day, which was Thursday, February 21st. I was at a funeral, and then my brother called me and told me that Joshua did not came home the night.
I was 15 years old. Joshua was 17 years old at the time. Last time I saw Joshua, him and his girlfriend was hanging out at his house, and a friend came across to hail him and said they want to see him. I don't know for what reason. And he went with him, And they went for some hours and they didn't come back. His girlfriend was at home chilling, hanging out, waiting for him to come back. No sign of him coming back, so I left and I came home for my mom. I was feeling a funny kind of way, because then these guys, they are not good friends, They are bad friends. They lead him to do bad things, The next day came and he still didn't show up, so, me and my bigger brother went to his house to look for him. And when we reached there, his girlfriend was there, and we asked her if he came back. And she said no. So, you know, we decided to take it to the police station and told the police about it. A day passed, 2 days passed, 3 days passed. You know, nothing, he not come home. The situation started to get worse, you know. And then we family start getting involved in there, you know. It almost turned out to a big thing with we and these guys, you understand me? Because then, when we went to look for your shot to them, they told us that they not see her. They not see her. The way I said, how not see her if they want to, you know, from over there, come pick up from the house, you understand me? I carry her over there, you know. So we don't tell a lie, you know. And I said, that start worry for we man, I worry for we man. So we went back to the police station and we told them, you know, I don't want to call no names, but we told them that, you know, the person who came for him and different stuff like that. You know, and they went to pick them up on different things and question them. But I let them go back right away because they never have no evidence, you know, about this or that, so.
He left a girlfriend to go and meet some friends. And the way I get the story is that apparently they were going for some move per se, some kind of move, some kind of jacking or robbing or something to that effect. And apparently, the way I get to understand is that when they go on this move, they never jack nobody. They actually take you out. Your own friends there. I believe they say for some real business or something to that effect. I still really understand our transfer between here and Virginia. Yeah, well, right away then, you know, I call Chester, I call the police. We get some search party, we go up on the road, you know. Then we start do for you one thing. Then we start hear that stories about the man get they cut up and put in a bucket or in a barrier, that hall over bridge or something to that effect. Try to septic tank, that kind of thing. Hold the story.
Joseph and his family took on the investigating role on their own and began combing through the Belize district hoping to find him. They have been doing this using their own resources for over a decade, losing some hope and gaining some enemies.
We got all over, we got 8 miles, we got 12 miles, we got through the Boom Road, we got, I think we got Stan Hill. Well, because basically some of the fellas there were him to roll with, some of them have like houses and so out in that area there, so hence the reason we decided to go on like that, like the particular area there, because of the company he keep. And then likewise again, when organized search party, you have to guess which you know, me fund that, which you know, me fund most everything that me fund that. But the funds they get depleted, so you know, I think I stand back for that for now. But one of these fine days, like I said, we still have hope, man. One of these days, you know, one of these days, we might find a man bones or something somewhere. Because like I mentioned, somebody knows something. Nobody call me no more and say nothing that stuff. But by the man there, but by the man Mike there, nobody call me no more. But one spell, the other gentleman where he actually assist me because he said that he know by the body me there. And when you get a tip now from somebody else within the same faction, the bally call the bally say no go there boy. So I said like, what's going on? Man said, be careful, go there bally there. They might kill you because I kill him too. I said, what? Man said, I tell him, Andrew, but because I'm a friend, but I tell him, I tell you that, but I find the same crowd. You know, he'd be like, boy, no go in there, boy, because then plan to kill him. You next brother. Because when Bally called me and my brother going in on the road, and the next brother still we buy, you know, not do that.
To compound the family's grief, the emotional and mental toll of the missing case became a heavy burden on the mother who was hardest hit.
Well, basically, one spell for my such report, but she ain't crazy though, she just made the trip. You know, because she picked that she belly pain. You know, so she made go half and, well, not really half and, but so once I decided I find to cool off a little bit to my sister. You know, so I get back composure. And I believe know that they, well, which is me, like a different, but I believe they know, accept that the man, now they come back. It was a person to see my mom in that state, knowing that there's nothing I can do to help. Even though I'm want to do it, but I can't do nothing.
I started with high blood pressure at the age of like 41. He had gone to prison as a young child because of the same interaction with the wrong set of people. Then started making himself jokes and started to do all kind of things where I never grew up like that. Everybody that believes know me, I work very hard to raise everybody. If I never know God, I don't know how to deal with this. Because knowing God, it makes you hold on to everything. It gives you hope, it gives you strength, it gives you wisdom. Because every time the day comes that Yeshua lasts, I grieve over it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with myself. And as time goes by, I ask God to give me strength every time that day comes.
As you can imagine, having a vacuum in the family is hard to fill. When you simply don't know where your loved one is, there is hardly any word of comfort that can truly help. All this family is seeking is closure.
I have pleaded and I beg with the killers them. Everybody will plot for kill Yashua. I guess most of them now passed away. But there are still few of them who are still alive. I keep on asking them, and I forgive them if they don't. I forgive them. I forgive all of them. All I want, any one of them who is alive, who had partaken in my child's disappearance, to come to me. Because I know they have man like me. All of the boys born for my mother. And I know all of we try, see to it, that we raise them right.
To be honest with you, I don't want to see my brother come home. You know, no care how long it takes, no care how much years pass, I still want to see him come home one another day. You know, or give an answer, give a closure that he's dead or he's alive. You know, to make sure that, all right, he's dead, he's dead. Make we get time, make we bury him. If he's alive, make him come home. You understand? Because we still here to wait for him.
If we were to locate Yasha, he only for weight off our shoulder then. Because all his dads would carry this burden, carry this weight. And all we plan one day, somebody call and say, the man there or the man there. And then I believe Mama, then for the Mama to get back to start a score, get back to the passion, because at times she sees a trip on him. But if we get a call and say, yo, the man parts, the body there, or whatever they happen, you know, well, I know for a fact the family were overwhelmed with even grief, but joy as well, because listen to me, no part Yashua there. You know, we don't find and we put that everlasting rest in place.
Please, somebody just can't tell me where Yashua body is. Because all we want is now to pick up and give him a proper burial so I could know where he is. Because not knowing where he is, it's painful. And I have lived with this 12 to 13 years now.
We believe it's important to go deeper into the lives of missing people, to get a real appreciation of who they are, how special they were to their families, and how much they were loved. That is when all of us can feel more connected to them and to want to do more to help their families. If you have any information on Joshua Roaches' disappearance, we sincerely encourage you to come forward. We are going for our final commercial break now. Kindly stay tuned. Hello, and thanks for staying tuned to Missing. We empathize with both families who appeared on Missing tonight. It's not easy to lift the scabs off emotional wounds like they have, and so we thank them. They told us more off camera, and we saw their emotions, their pain, and the shimmers of hope that remain in their eyes. If anyone has any information that they believe can be of assistance to these families, we genuinely encourage you to come forward. You can message these families privately on their social media. Send a message for them, or you can anonymously contact 922 TIPS. You won't even be asked your name. If you have missing loved ones and would like to appear on this show, we would be happy to have you. You can send us an email at info@colorblind.bz or send us a message on Facebook. We are here to help however we can. Until we see you again, please remember, see something, say something. Goodbye.